Let's meet the visiting team, Houston Rockets. At power forward, Jabari Smith. Let's bring out the start.
And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Porter Jr. and Green are the backcourt set. Smith plays the 4 with Şengün at center. And it's Martin in at the 3. Now here's Green. Martin outside. Pass to Şengün. Şengün, the screen. Here's Porter. It's blocked by Gobert. And they'll get another chance. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Porter. From behind the arc. Another miss by Porter. Here's Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. Martin against McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Step back shot. Jump shot is good. Edwards has got 5 now.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
Şengün, a screen on Edwards. Pass to Porter. Back to Green. Porter finds Green. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
A high IQ plays from Green right there. Very intelligent offensive work that time.
He hits the second from the line. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Now here's Conley. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Edwards against Green. Conley, he's open. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
And it's Houston's ball. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Şengün, the screen. Porter with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl-Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Coming into the league, KPJ was thought of as a 2 or maybe even a 3, but he's made it clear he sees himself as a point guard, and he continues to improve in that role.
Edwards can't hit.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Green, the pass to Martin. Edwards against Green. Back to Martin. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Porter. From down in the low post, it goes.
Man, that was impressive. Kevin Porter Jr. The concentration needed to score that one, very impressive.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And here's Edwards. He's got 5. Deflected. Now Green. Outside Porter. Martin a screen. And he lobs it up. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Conley against Porter. The shot by Conley. No good. For Houston, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. On the attack, Green. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Now here's Edwards. Towns finds Conley. with the 10-footer. That one's good for 2. Conley's got his second bucket.
Now, this is just too easy for Conley. The D can't allow him to get this close to the basket.
Green with the ball. 23 points his last outing. Drills it from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's McDaniels. And out of bounds, Houston will have it. Taking a look at some numbers here for Rudy Gobert. And here are the Rockets now. They trail by 1. Green against Edwards. Pass to Şengün. There's the triple. Rebound Minnesota. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Here's Green. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Smith outside. Pass to Porter. Şengün, a screen on McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Porter, the pass to Şengün. That's short off the rim.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Here's McDaniels. Here's Towns. And Towns slams it home.
One of the many skills that Towns brings every night is his offensive rebound.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Good looks by our terrific camera crew. Here's Green. Martin, the pass to Green. And Gobert with a block. Martin against McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. Off target from 3-point range.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Green. Şengün with it. Over Gobert. That one a little long.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for Anthony Edwards. And it's McLaughlin in for Mike Conley. Now here's Reed. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And he really dominated, working hard to control the glass.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Alexander Walker. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Anderson's checked in for McDaniels. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Now here's Green. Pass to Christopher. Trying to get back on track. And he hits the jump shot.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Outside, Anderson. Reed sets a screen. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Counted from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Yeah, you got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
So it's Minnesota now, after the Rockets picked up the basket a moment ago. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Reed, good.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Green. Pass to Tate. And that comes off the assist by Green.
When it's Green making plays for others, that's a really good sign for this squad.
Outside, Anderson. Towns against Tate. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brandon?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Now, here's Green. Kaminsky outside. Outside, Green. Stolen by Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Crafty move. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
And if your team is starting out slower than anticipated, how do you prevent frustration from setting in, Grant?
That's a tough one. I mean, the trick is to try to stay even-keeled. It's such a long season. You're going to have highs and lows. Just treat this like any other low point at any other time of the year. It should pass.
And he drops the first. That one misses.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. They're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Green. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Pass to Christopher from outside the arc. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Out to the right wing. Towns, that's good. Towns has got 8 points.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Outside, Green. Pass to Tate. Back to Green. Here's Tate. Kaminsky with it. Reed defending from about 19. And Kaminsky gets it to go on the assist from Tate.
Boy, a confident shooter from this area. Kaminsky obviously has put in a lot of work in this aspect of his game.
Now Reed. 4-3. Christopher with a rebound. Outside, Green. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Kaminsky, the pass to Green. Back to Kaminsky. Stolen by Reed. Pass to Alexander Walker. Out to the right wing. Wide open look. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. The three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. He tries for 3. He can't hit that time. Here we go, 1-on-1. And the deficit down inside single digits. Green's got 5 now.
Terrific job by Green, utilizing that world-class speed to get out ahead of everybody else.
Reed for 3. And So it's Minnesota. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Reed. And it's McLaughlin in for Edwards. So the Rockets 5 now. Green is the 2 with Tate at the 3. Smith plays the 4 with Şengün at center. And it's Porter in at the point guard position. Green, the pass to Smith. Şengün, a screen on Anderson. Inside. Oh, deflected. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Anderson against Smith. Outside, Anderson. Towns, a screen on Smith. Here's Anderson. No luck on that one. And Houston will come the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
And when you look at it, that shooting percentage is an ugly one. Anytime you see it in the lower 30s, you know it was probably a rough night.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
Here's McLaughlin. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Towns. Soft touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
Towns has a rare combination of size and skills, and you know, when he gets the rock in the painted area, good luck trying to stop him. He's dangerous down there.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
Throw it down on the lob.
Yeah, if there's anybody who can ignite a crowd with his dunks, it's Jabari. He throws them down with power.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Towns. Here's the 3. Here's Anderson. Tries again. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Team is in the
Free throw drops for Anderson. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, you know, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by Porter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Reed, defended by Şengün. Fades and shoots. Porter pulls it in.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Green. Rebound Minnesota.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's McLaughlin. Down low. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Green. He's guarded closely. And he gets the bucket. Green's got 9.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
Anderson finds Towns. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Outside Porter. And here's Tate outside. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's McLaughlin. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Hey, in today's NBA game, I think you have to stretch the floor if you're going to be competitive and give yourself the best chance to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Green, the pass to Şengün. Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's McLaughlin. To the wing on the left. Here's Towns. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Kaminsky. And Houston is shooting around 41%. And here is Green. He's got 9. Outside Tate.
2 minutes remaining in the match.
Three-pointer. Houston gets it back. Şengün passes to Green. No good with the elbow jumper.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
1:44 left to play in the first half. Here's Alexander Walker. Green covering. It's stolen by Green. Back comes Houston in transition. Pass to Tate. Outside for Green. No good there. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. And they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. 1:05 left in the first half of basketball. Reed. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Houston is shooting at 30% here in the second. Green, the pass to Porter. Outside Tate. Clock at 6. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Oh, they need this. And it's finished off inside by Green. Green's got 11 points.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
Towns, a screen on Porter. Pass to Towns from the arc. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got 8 rebounds in the game. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. A great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Outside Edwards. Reed sets a screen. It's blocked.
And you know, at his size, Kaminsky should be blocking more shots. I'd like to see this effort every time.
Shooting for Houston. Jalen, 2 shots.
Free throw good. Green. And the Rockets making a change here. Both good from the line that time.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green? The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy is just fun to watch.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Timberwolves ahead, up by 16. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Houston Rockets.
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft, hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. If they can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half, it's going to be a long ride home.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. social media posts. And Kenny, Master Jedi Kevin has a question for you. With the emphasis nowadays on perimeter shooting. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at point guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Boy, you get everything you want from a young star in Anthony Edwards. I mean, excellent all-out energy in every minute he's on the floor. Plays hard and with great intensity, and he's got a commitment to working hard in practice. That is a really good combination for one of your franchise players.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
No good on the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside, Green. Martin outside. Here's Şengün. Outside for Porter. Over to the wing. Edwards against Green. Outside Porter. Fires for 3. Again Porter missing. The practice certainly has paid off when you look at Anthony Edwards' stat line, Clark.
Yeah, improvement across the board, BA, and that doesn't just happen by accident or osmosis. You got to put the work in. In almost every category, his game is only getting stronger and better. The future, extremely bright for this young man, especially if he can keep that arrow green and going forward.
Here's Green. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Smith's checked in. And the free throw, no good. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And it's McDaniels off the drive. The 9-footer's on the mark. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Outside, Green. Pass to Smith. Martin outside. Now here's Porter. And he's going for the lob. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Porter. And a moment to check out the 2K leaderboard. Here were the best rebounders last season. Rudy Gobert on top.
And this is someone who loves being aggressive on the glass. He proved it last season with how dominant he was collecting rebounds.
And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Green against Conley. Martin outside. Lets the 3 fly. And another miss by Houston for Minnesota. They've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Now Conley. Give him 8. To the inside. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Conley.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
First in points off turnovers, and they were ranked 3rd overall in steals. What a menace these guys were for ball handlers. Always disrupting plays and forcing key turnovers.
And putting up the most points in the league. They were the offense that no one wanted to face. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Tate's checked in for Martin.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throw. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Outside, Green. Over to the left wing. Drops in the three.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Porter against Conley. There's the three. Doesn't go that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Orlando, where they'll face the Magic. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. Green against Conley. Outside, Green. Pass to Tate. Three-pointer. Alexander Walker grabs the board. The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Back to Conley. Here's Towns. To the paint. Here's Gobert. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock if his teammate has something a little better.
Outside Tate. Launches it. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Şengün.
Substitution on the court.
Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like it.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
You gotta respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active and making things happen.
Kaminsky against Conley. Reed with it. He's got 9. With the 10-footer. No good. A bit long that time.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
Green against Conley. Here's Christopher. Offline with a 3. Minnesota has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Pass to Reed. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the middle.
2 minutes.
Here's Green. Goes back up. 1:50 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Green is a made bucket getter, and his number has been called all night, and he has delivered.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Towns, that's good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And it's all from three-point range.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Kyle Anderson taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Martin comes in for Christopher. And that's good as he hits both shots. Boy, the Rockets really having a tough go here. 1:04 left in the third. Smith outside. Back to Green. Up and over Conley. It doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Left side, Edwards. Pass to Towns. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
Washington's checked in for the Rockets.
Second personal foul.
The Rockets shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Edwards against Green. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Moore's checked in. Well, the Timberwolves shooting about 47%. A nice number. Edwards against Martin. Now here's Edwards. He's closely guarded. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Reed to screen on Martin. Edwards for 3. On target from range. Edwards has got 15. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota. 25 points and counting for him. They have relied heavily on his offense. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Taking a look at the Rockets. We've got Boban Marjanovic. Jalen Green is out there with Washington. Then there's Kenyon Martin, and it's Cauley Stein in at the 4-man position. It's rebounded by Rivers. Well, Grant, this is the business you and I are in. NBA has a couple of years with existing TV partners. How much are we going to see things change with the next deal, you think?
Oh, BA, this is interesting as this continues to evolve. I think as people's viewing habits have changed in the last 10
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Şengün. Outside, Green. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Nails it from beyond the arc. Towns has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
How many 6'11" guys in this league can do that? Towns is a unicorn. Awesome ability to catch and let it fly.
Here's Green. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Green's got 20 points.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Pass to Towns. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Yep, that one goes. Towns has got 30 points.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
On the wing, Green, guarded by Edwards. Here's Şengün. Right side, Porter. Clock at 4. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Şengün against Gobert. Fades. Towns can't get it to go. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Pass to Towns. The three is up. He can't get it to go, so Houston will take it the other way. Tate passes to Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Edwards against Green. Releases. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. And players weather some verbal abuse from fans on the road. Clark, we've seen some of them say they'll mirror that energy. What do you think about that?
Well, I tell you, it's interesting, Brian. Clearly, fans have a right to cheer and say things, but they can't be abusive. And just because you buy a ticket doesn't give you a right to treat the players as if they're not human. And we've seen fans cross the line in that regard. That's unacceptable. As a player, your impact is best felt on the court, so you have to control your emotions, but the fans and the venues have a responsibility to make sure that people who have a ticket act as they should for having that ticket, not feeling as though they can do or say anything they want to the player.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Take a break. Take a break.
And the first one at the line is good. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Garuba's checked in for Martin. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
And here's Porter outside. The Rockets with another miss.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
McDaniels finds Gobert. Boy, viewership numbers are on the rise. NBA business is booming. I guess it's a good time to own a piece, eh, Grant?
Hey, B.A., you said it best. The league is in great shape. We have great leadership, talent. It's an exciting time, and I think the league has more growth globally in the years to come.
Pass to Tate. Back to Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul. Rocket substitution.
Here's Green. Pass to Porter. 4 on the clock. Green with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Garuba. Oh, and Towns with the block. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Houston Rockets. On Monday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Wednesday, they're off to Toronto to face off with the Raptors.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. And down it goes. 2 points.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Here's Green. Rebound Minnesota.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Here's Edwards. Towns passes to Gobert. Back to Towns. From deep 3-point range. He can't get that one to fall. Houston has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Pass to Green. During the 21-22 season, we saw homegrown squads like Memphis and Cleveland emerge. Clark, how important is that for the league?
B.A., I think it's vital. I really do. I mean, I just think it adds to the appeal of the league. I mean, not every city can lure top free agents, and there's something about building a team in a homegrown fashion through the draft, keeping those young guys together and seeing them grow and develop. How about the Milwaukee Bucks, for an example, when you talk about a small ball NBA championship team? Bodes well for teams like the Cavaliers and Grizzlies who are doing something similar, and we'll see how it plays out going down the road.
Edwards, the pass to Conley. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Anderson subbed in for McDaniels. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Houston. Christopher comes in for Porter Jr. And Conley drops them both. Well, since Commissioner Silver took over, Grant, it seems the league's dress code is now leaving more, let's say, wiggle room. You good with that?
Yeah, a lot of wiggle room, at least compared to when I played, when it was more of a business casual environment. But I think it's great. Let the players be themselves. Let them be authentic. And I think in a weird kind of way, it endears these players to the fans at home watching on TV.
Like a bunch of runway models before and after every game.
No question, no question.
Here's Christopher, guarded by Edwards, and it's hammered home by Green.
Launching off the ground and throwing it down with ease. Boy, can Green get up.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 27% here in the 4th. Pass to Edwards, takes a 3. The Rockets pull it in. Here's Christopher. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes, as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting, kind of being engaged, but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can.
Outside, Green. Kaminsky, a screen on Edwards. Christopher drives in. Oh, and Reed with a block. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. McLaughlin, he's checked in for Conley. Green against Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Here's Garuba. And he banks in the layup. Green's got 8 here in this quarter.
Green finds ways to get it done inside. Really intelligent as a scorer.
Pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Garuba with a rebound.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And that one's good. Green. Green's got 15 points in just the second half.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
And here's Edwards outside. Knocks down the triple. Edwards has got 23.
You know, confidence feeds on itself, and the more experience Edwards gets, I think the more confidence he'll continue to gain, especially operating in these pick-and-roll sets.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's McLaughlin. Reed passes to Edwards. Fires the 3. And Reed with a basket on the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists tonight.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Pass to Christopher. Tries to break his ice. That one off the back iron and out.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
There's a minute 26 left in the fourth quarter. Anderson for 3. And he can't get that one. The Rockets go the other way with it.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And it was a... So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here, showing that they're the far... All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant...